I think we should talk about Liv Morgan's revenge tour.
Oh, yes, the LMRT.
What storyline do you think there's any storyline hotter in wrestling right now than Liv Morgan and Dominik
Mm,
Mysterio?
nah, no, I don't think so. I mean, yeah, no, it seems about right.
They
That's definitely the
put
one that I think about the most.
I was thinking about it. I was like, okay, well, you know, if you think about like what angle are people talking about the most right now,
Hmm.
I'd say they're talking about Liv Morgan and Dominik Mysterio the most right now. Like it's
Yeah,
not leading to like well, I think it is leading to a very, very big match with Liv Morgan and Rhea Ripley.
yeah.
But that's a ways off. Like we've still got this whole little thing with Liv Morgan and the Judgment Day and everything that they're teasing could play out there.
Mm.
That's gonna happen. I don't. But when the Rhea Ripley Liv Morgan match finally does take place, whether it's on SummerSlam or I mean, I
Mm.
don't know when Ripley's gonna be back.
Yeah, me
You
neither.
know,
SummerSlam seems likely, but I don't know the length of her recovery or how long she's expected to be out or anything like that.
that's the other thing. Like, I think the idea was that she would be back for SummerSlam, but you never know if somebody's had a setback in their recovery or
Sure.
something like that. Like, that's not something that leaks very easily. Um, so it's possible that she doesn't, but uh, you know, some like if you look at the SummerSlam card and some of the ones that they're building up, I would have to say Liv Morgan versus Rhea Ripley, that could be second to whatever
Yeah,
Cody's match is on the show in terms of like how important it feels.
it would warrant a high spot. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, yeah.
Definitely. And that's crazy to me to think of a Liv Morgan match like that because she has come
Th-
so far
mhm.
from just being the blonde one in Riot Squad.
This is a new level for her, right? Like,
Absolutely.
yes, she's already won the women's championship once, but that was a Money in the Bank cash. Like, she was
Yeah.
never portrayed as the top star in the division at the time. She did the Money in the Bank cash in. She had two pay-per-views with Ronda Rousey.
Hmm.
It was fine, but it wasn't like as hot of an angle as everything that's been going on with her,
Well,
like
yeah.
the two matches with Becky Lynch, winning the world championship in the way that she did. I remember when Becky Lynch won the Royal Rumble to win the world championship when it was
Mhm.
vacated by Rhea Ripley. And I remember Bully Ray went on Busted Open Radio after, and he was like, "That's the wrong call. Liv Morgan should have won it there."
Hmm.
Uh, and like I can see that because obviously you want to build up Liv Morgan versus Rhea Ripley. But I
Sure.
think the reason that Liv Morgan didn't win it in the Battle Royal and instead beat Becky for it is because it makes Liv Morgan feel like a much bigger champion. A Battle
Hmm.
Royal win could feel a little too fluky, like a
Yeah.
Money in the Bank
Like you
cash
didn't
in.
really earn that.
Yeah, but this is like if Becky Lynch is going to take a hiatus, which are the reports,
Mm.
like of course she should lose two matches to Liv Morgan to build Liv Morgan up, like even with the cheating or
Sure.
the Dominic accidentally helping. We'll
Yeah.
see where that all goes. Um,
Judgment Day
even
is
with
so
that, like
multifaceted. It's amazing.
but even with that, it makes her feel like much more of a legitimate world champion now than she was during her feud with Ronda Rousey when she had the world
Mhm.
championship there. And so that's just going to make it that bigger of a match when Rhea Ripley comes back. But yeah, well,
Yeah.
but right that's still a ways off. Right now, the drama is: does Dominic go with Liv? Does
Well, and he's turning his back on mommy, turning his back on the Judgment Day as well.
and also like I don't know. Because
And also,
remember,
how gone is Rhea? We always speculated that she was the brains of the operation. Maybe she's just pulling strings.
well, it's possible.
This is what it
But
looks
there's
like to me.
other
That's
little
great.
teases that they've given in the build up to this. Like remember a few weeks ago on Raw, someone was being interviewed backstage and you saw Liv Morgan and JD McDonough talking in the background, and then they noticed the camera and scattered off. So it was like, okay. And they explained it later. It was like, oh no, I was just talking to,
No, I just
they
like these
kind of
shoelaces.
and they kind of
Talking
explained it
shoelaces.
away. I was like, yeah, okay, but that was a tease of
Mm-hmm.
something. And also there had been like people had noticed that Dominik's purple bandana, like Liv
Mm-hmm.
Morgan had it at one point, like kind of like a month ago or something like that. So maybe they were teasing that a little. And I feel like we might be moving into Judgment Day making some moves.
Yeah.
Saying Ripley's out, Morgan's in, and maybe is Priest out?
Maybe
I
that's
don't
how you
know.
bring Rhea back as a babyface.
Well, that's the thing, because right now you have this dynamic where the people want to make Rhea Ripley a big baby face, and she kind of has been a baby face. She's a baby face on the heel team,
Yeah.
like Rob Van Dam with the Alliance, for a very dated reference.
No,
That.
no, there's a documentary coming out. We're gonna find out all about
Um, um, so you've got Ripley as a babyface, Dominik's a massive heel. How how are you going to sustain them being together?
it. Mm-hmm.
So if you have Liv kind of replace Ripley in the Judgment Day, so Liv Morgan's whole thing is I want to take everything from Ripley. I
Yeah.
think it includes not just Dom, but the whole Judgment Day. But I'm not sure if Priest goes with them or not. I think Priest could be going the babyface route as well. But I feel like we're definitely
Yeah.
getting some roster changes in Judgment Day.
Yeah. The question then becomes, and it's an interesting time to do it too, because we are on the cusp
Mm-hmm.
of, and have been for a while, Uncle Howdy and his gang of
Yep.
miscreants coming in,
Yep.
and they are going to be, a dark faction
Mm-hmm.
within WWE. So, do you just keep one on Raw and one on SmackDown to avoid making it seem like you're doubling up, or do you have them interact, or do you change Judgment Day to make it a little bit different so that it doesn't look like you're just making dark and darker?
Well, we still don't really know what the Bray Wyatt stuff is going to look
Yeah,
like.
they're
It
they're
might
taking the
not.
glacier route.
Oh my god, that's a good comparison. Glacier took like 8 months to
Yeah,
arrive. Um,
just couldn't find the arena. They only had MapQuest back then.
I don't know if you have to worry too. Like maybe the Wyatt group is going to feel similar to Judgment Day, but I think they might be different enough.
Well, I think they'll be different, but it's still
Yeah,
sort of that same dark kind of, like,
yeah, yeah.
whereas the Judgment Day now seem more like dark punks, like people that
Well,
would listen to Coal Chamber 20 years ago, that kind of thing. The Uncle Howdy thing is going to be much like darker on a psychological level. So
yeah. Oh, I think you do kind of want to keep them on separate shows. You either keep them on separate shows, or if they're on the same show, have them feud.
yeah, yeah.
You can do a
Or
dark on dark
join
feud.
together and become the corporate Judgment Howdy.
Oh God, that was like the worst. Oh man, when Vince McMahon got revealed as the higher power, there's been a few times in wrestling where I was like, I don't know if
I
I
think
need
I need a
to keep.
break.
It's
It's
like
not me, or it's not you, it's me.
yeah, where I'm feeling a little like Becky Lynch. Like, look,
Mm.
I'll come back, but I need to go
I just
away
gotta
for a
go lie
little
down.
while.